I could go on and on. I just want to remind you, we're working that O1 file still. I could save this and then save as an O2, throw away what I've done, start over, and be able to begin this process all over again, which quite often is what I do. But a few more things I haven't shown you yet is here I have an intact collection of smart object and smart filters. If I hit Command J to jump it to a new layer or undo, if I just drag this thing down, Command J is a lot easier than dropping it on the new layer icon. The exact same thing happens. I'm going to undo again and hit Command J. It's another shortcut you should learn. Now, there are a couple options I want to show you here. The first one is we already ran through the blending modes and it wasn't that interesting. But what happens when we turn the layer off below it and then lower the opacity? I haven't talked about opacity shifts. And we can click and drag to change this, or we can just hit numbers. If I hit the 7, it jumps to 70. If I hit the 3, it jumps to 30. If I type 5 twice quickly, it goes to 55. So you can easily move through these and say, that's interesting, because that's certainly different. If we turn the visibility off, there's what we had. There is the blur plus an opacity shift, and we get a different look, a completely different look. But then if we shift through the blend modes, I've already done this, and then coming down to color and luminosity gives us completely different effects. Did you notice how that color shifted? If I hit Command Z, you'll see that's where we were with 70% opacity in a normal blend mode. If I hit Command Z, we switch to color and get a dramatically different effect. And the same thing if I hit Command plus, I'm going to go down to luminosity. Very different once again, and still playing off of that original, but getting quite a different look. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to show you one more thing before I let you go, is come back down to this layer 2, and I want to duplicate this layer again. So I'm going to hit Command J so I get a second copy of it. This time I'm not going to turn off the layer below. What if I take this and I'm going to hit Command minus maybe twice, so I have plenty of room. And then Command T is transform. Edit, transform. Where is it? There it is. Command free transform. That's what I want. But Command T is the shortcut for that. And then it's going to tell you, hey, there's smart filters. I'm going to turn those off. Yeah, that's just fine. So the smart filters off temporarily. And I'm going to rotate this and hold down Shift in order to turn it 180 degrees, and hit return. And how did this change? If we turn this off, all it did was move from one side to the other. It just took what was on this side, put it on that side. No big deal, huh? What happens if you change the blend modes once again? That's going to offer significant differences depending upon what blend mode you have, and we have a little bit of drama there on multiply. Hit Command 0. Command 0, what happened? Oh, I hit Shift 0. Command 0, take it up, Command minus, so we can see what's going on. And once again, there's the before, there's the after, and again, playing with blend modes here and opacity shifts, we give us all kinds of other opportunities to see different results. This is playing off of generative art, and we ended up with a number of different pieces we could save. And right now, our image size, if I pull up the image size dialog box, hey, 5300 by 3000 pixels. That's a pretty beefy size. But we also have the opportunity to work larger if we need to. Have some fun with this. I will supply you with a collection of ShapeScape patterns. A lot of this does work with stock imagery as well, but let's stick with ShapeScape before you do. You need to do the CC0 quest in order to understand how the stock imagery works, so we can use it in an ethical manner.